Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
To find out more, let's start this from the beginning. Good morning, lovely people. So today is going to be a bit of a different vlog because I decided to vlog the day where I'm going to be visiting a palace with a friend. I think she always ends up finding these random places to go to in London. So today we're actually going to be going to a palace. I think it's called Eltham Palace. It's actually, fun fact, a childhood home that Henry VIII. So we get to see that today. It's going to be very fun to go see that and to explore a whole new palace. I've never been to a palace before apart from Buckingham Palace. But yeah, I'll take you guys along with me. So with that, let's go. So of course, before any day out, we have to do a little fit check. So as you can see, we have the bag from Shein, the shoes from Shein, and then we're going to do a lovely little twirl. Isn't she cute? And now we can start the day. So whilst we were waiting for our bus, we decided to stop off at the O2 where we did some window shopping by looking through the shops. We then saw the nice little mirror balls at the O2, and then we also found this free sample spot at the Witters where we of course had to get some free samples in us. By the way, this is your sign to try Turkish apple from the Witters. Thank me later.
A few moments later.
Unfortunately, we did end up getting so distracted. We ended up missing like 3 buses before we finally got on this one. But now we were then on our way to Eltham Palace, and eventually we did manage to arrive to the palace 3 hours later, but still better late than never. Romanticized already, let's get back to the video. So we did manage to enter the palace where we were greeted with a massive courtyard, and then from then we went inside where we saw some modern furnishings, and then we did have an intro vid we had to sit through, but let's be honest, does anyone actually pay attention to them? But anyway, let's move on. The view though, honestly, I think I always just had to keep on filming the view outside of the palace because just look at this bit of nature, we love it. We then ended up trying on some Tudor clothing, so I tried on this purple hat first, then we tried on another hat, then we tried on yet another hat, and then we found some very bodist thing, and then finally Henry VIII's overalls, which did have me feeling like a celeb, I can't lie. As we were on a slight time crunch, we did end up going to the next part of the palace, which was this gorgeous inner courtyard we could see inside the palace, so we did manage to go have a look at that. As you can see, I was mesmerised by the gorgeous views we had, so I had to go take a look at it for myself. So as you can see, I was taking in the views, but then obviously we had to still be a little poser. So as we continued exploring the palace, we ended up spotting a lot of bedrooms that the palace had. So we saw this bedroom, which did look pretty cute, and then we saw the next bedroom, which was giving more study vibes, and then we had this bedroom, which was my personal favourite because just look at the red. So we basically just continued exploring the interiors. As you can see, we did end up continuing with the red theme by finding yet another place that was red, and then this cute interior as well. We just continued spending our time inside the palace until we were a bit like, we only have 3 hours left, so let's get outside in 3, 2, and...
One eternity later.
So we did manage to find the rose garden, which me and my friends spent ages trekking looking for, and we also did see some ducks minding their own business whilst they aired my friend who was trying to feed them. And now here's your moment of serotonin. So as the palace was nearly closing, we ended up deciding to go find the war tunnels, in which we decided to explore them for a bit whilst a wasp was also there, so dedication. As you can see guys, we walked around for so long struggling to find this place, and it turned out we were actually in the right place. We just walked past this place so many times. But that is part of Eltham Palace, Henry VIII's childhood home. What a sleigh. So because we like punishing ourselves, we decided to walk up this massive hill, but I feel like that walk was worth it just for this magnificent view of the palace. And with that, we're going to leave you with a little touch base before we end up going home. Guys, as you can see, I'm currently absolutely boiling because it's like 30 degrees here. But honestly, this palace is so cute. Like, I think honestly, it's massive, so it's so easy to get lost. I think me and my friend were literally walking around for like 30 minutes straight, trying to look for this rose gardens, and we finally found it. Honestly, this palace, I would recommend this to anyone. It's literally in Greenwich. It's not far at all. So this is your side, guys, to get a bit of history and to come to this palace. Now on our way home, here's your commuting montage in 3, 2, and time. So guys, peak girl moment. Literally, I was just on my way back home and then somebody really was like to me, oh my god, they're matching skirts, because obviously I was literally wearing, I feel like this skirt I'm wearing, I feel like everyone's all wearing it, and like every time I turn there's always somebody wearing that exact skirt. So obviously some girl literally just looked at me, she was like, oh my god, we're wearing the same skirt. I think she was in the rush, she literally was like, yeah, we are too. By the time I said that, she literally was on the other side of the station. But yeah, that was so sweet. So yeah, we're currently on our way home. We're doing our famous London commute, which we love. So yeah, on with the going home montage. So guys, I have unfortunately arrived home. Eltham Palace was actually really cool. You were literally, me and my friend, we got like 11k steps in because we literally kept on getting lost. We tried to look for this garden place, but it took like decades to find it, and we had to ask like 2 people. We still weren't finding it until we realized we walked past the gardens like so many times. But yeah, apart from that, I would recommend you all to go to Eltham Palace. It is £15 for student discount, so there's your sign to go. But until then, I've been Mariam with Naizah, and until then, catch you in the next one.